Greetings, bootstrappers, and welcome to yet another sprint planning session. Today, we're excited to be doing our sprint planning because we feel like we've hit a tipping point where things are going to start rolling faster and faster, and we're going to start making much more progress. We kind of alluded to that yesterday when we talked about dropping dynamite on the log jam that has been holding us back. We're excited to push forward. Austin, what's important on your mind today?
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm back.
Woohoo! Actually, that's probably more important to the audience than it is to you because they don't have to hear me go on and on and on and on and on and on and on anymore.
Yeah, now they just have to listen to two robots.
Oh, give it
I
up.
am your overlord.
Okay, well, we know that's not true. Yesterday we said there were some priorities we needed to face. Can you talk to us about those priorities?
Of course I can. One of our priorities was to focus on our retrospective. And the way that we're going to start off focusing on our retrospective is a go/no-go criteria so that we know so that we can build a better understanding of what we need in order to continue forward and be successful.
And ultimately, this is going to be about making the decision whether we break up with this whole idea or get married to it. All right, it's really what this is coming down to. Okay, what else is on your mind today, Austin?
The one, the only, the very monstrous financial targets that we are working on defining. Now, you might ask, why are they so monstrous? Well, because financing is monstrous. And it takes time. We've been here working on it for the last couple of weeks, and it's hard. There's nothing else to say about it. Building finances is hard, but that's alright because we need those finances set so we can understand how to run our business.
Yeah, it's been a lot of time and overhead doing the financial modeling and building out all the targets, and it just seems like a lot of research that we still have to do, but we're going to keep plugging away. But we're not going to hold everything else up for it, so we'll just keep going on the side. And speaking of finances, another key financial driver that we need to be aware of is our pricing strategy. And so we're actually, with all we've been doing, we have been developing our pricing strategy, and we're going to be selecting and finalizing on this week. But you can see that basically we have tiers based on the number of users, i.e. family members, i.e. extended business family members that you have, and we want to be able to provide support to a whole bunch of users really cheap. And then in addition to the tiers or levels, we also have different options for how you can engage with us. You can engage with us on a DIY perspective, a DWY, that's done with you, where we will be more interactive. So in DIY, you get access to the courses, right? And you get access to the groups, the discussion groups. So really courses and discussion groups. And here you get access to sprint accountability, asynchronous sprint accountability. You get access to our mastermind groups and opportunity to work more one-on-one with us to move forward. Then the DFY, the done for you, we anticipate that will start at $2,500 a month and go up to perhaps $5,000 or $7,500, depending on how engaged you want us to do, the scope of work you want us to do. That will really be a quote-based item, so that's not based on the number of users you have. That's basically, we do it all for you. And then we also are planning on introducing an agency model where other agencies can use our capabilities to do it for you. We'll probably have an agency listing as well as providing them tools to use and drive, and you can see there. So Bottom line is ultimately the as you grow, we are going to continue supporting you. You'll start out at about $5 a user a month, and then slowly drop from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1.5, and then to $1 per user per month into perpetuity. Sold in blocks, so sold in tiers. And so that is the pricing model that we're working on. The idea is to be affordable. So if you're a individual starting a new business with your whole family can have access to all the information you need to get that business launched for a small fee. Austin, any thoughts on our pricing model? And this isn't finalized. We will finalize it this week. But are you any thoughts that you want to add there?
One of the interesting things I want to add is this kind of the pricing strategy kind of came up as a an effect of doing our finances. We realized as we're doing our finances, we need to work on the pricing strategy because we need to know what we're spending in order to be able to make proper financial goals, which is part of why we're reaching this tipping point.
Nice. Yes, part of what we're earning, not part of what we're spending. We needed spending as well, but we had to start with we needed earning as well, which is what we touch on here.
Did I say spending?
You said spending. Yep.
Oops.
Okay, coming back, the last two things that I want to talk about today are really kind of tied together. We feel like we can make some significant progress when it comes to developing our brand character sheet around our archetype, and also developing our brand comic storyline. I'm not sure that we'll get all the art done for our brand comic, but I think we can get some of the storyline stuff done and really help move us forward that way. And as we move forward that way, we'll be staging ourselves to test our go, no go criteria. And so, with that, I just want to check in with Austin. Austin, see what's on your mind as we go. I think that's all I've got to cover today as far as our plan for the sprint.
You know what's on my mind?
What's on your mind?
More character sheets.
Yes, we like character sheets.
At least I do.
Okay, so that's it for me. I'll let you take us home.
Well, ladies and gents, I hope you guys all have, and kiddos. Can't forget that part. Lady, gents, and kiddos, I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. And we'll see you tomorrow at 5:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or just Mountain Time.
And I'm sorry that he doesn't want you to have a good morning or evening, just an afternoon. As for me, I hope you have a good morning and a good evening to complement the good afternoon Austin has granted you. Till next